The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Simplicity about this contest, willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, super ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Pedri. Tries to pass it, and he shoots! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Olise. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Quality ball. No, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball. He has found a way through. And it's Ribery. Sara. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers.
And Ribery! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Olise. Sends it crossfield. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Spread it left. Foot in. Olise. Neymar. Olise is wide and looking to get onto this. He is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Havertz. This looks promising. And it's played into the middle.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute finishing touch.
Crossed in once more. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He won't be happy with that one. Van Dijk. Oh, can he get onto this? Some resolute defending there. He's looking wide. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, cracking ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi, distributed tidily. That's very neat. Cleared away. They get a throw in. Pedri with the clearance. Akanji. He's got away.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Sara tries to play it through.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Santos, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Here we go again then. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Big chance! And he's there to get it away. Caicedo. Vieri chasing after it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Great defending, strong and determined. Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's had it taken off him. Ribéry. And it's Ribéry. Played out towards the right wing. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played it again. Oh, what a climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Santos just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Olise. Alexander-Arnold. Olise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, such a clever touch. Caicedo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Serginho. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
That's good running with the ball. Time and again they are repelled. Caicedo. Looking to play him in. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Sara. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cleared without hesitation.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That's a decent clearance. Santos looking to pass their way through. Olise looking to get on the end of this.
Cambio de jugadores.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Delivers the ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Serginho looking to run onto it. Oh, he's been shot, surely! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Santos are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That has ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as they're going to go. No, that's been intercepted. Neymar shifted it to the flank. Can he get on the end of this? Doué, he's found the... Doué! And it's come back out to him. It's off target and by quite a way.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Palmer. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Doué really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Oh, smashing header! And a terrific save from the keeper. And the referee brings it to a close. Santos are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Santos definitely impressing me here.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Knocks it into space, and this is Hazard, and he's managed to get free. Shot, surely!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ribery, not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. He might be in here! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The ball goes in. Oblak claims it without any fuss. Over to the left.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Just too high.
Neymar will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to play it through. Now what about this cross? Now that looks a decent ball. Neatly clipped into space. And it's Serginho. And he lines up a cross. Santos have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Santos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, and he's following up! Oh, that is really good tenacity. This is their second corner of the game. Turns and goes back. Here comes, climbs up big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. So, what can they make of this? And this is Hazard. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. It's just beyond his reach. De Bruyne. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hazard. Oh, such a clever touch. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Terrific header! Another fruitless header.
Santos really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Ribery, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Al Ittihad have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Ah, he's given it away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Now it's Olise, and that was nowhere near his best. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Oh, well played, well played. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. De Bruyne, great ball, and he's in. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Al Ittihad! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Al Ittihad are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Crossed in again. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Looking to play him in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, good. Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's a pretty loose pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super ball! Mbappe with the slight... He's having a shot! And he hits the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And we hit half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Senhoras e senhores, peguem seus bilhetes. É hora de anunciar os números do sorteio de hoje. Substituição no time do Santos.
Al Ittihad, then the second half started.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 8.
Neymar, laid out to the left flank. Can he get on the end of this? Cross to the back post. Santos, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. That has not gone well. Timber, pass somewhat off target. Aims beyond the defence. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means he's deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Well read, nice interception. Mbappe! Hangs in, big header! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Camisa 29, camisa 4, camisa 21. Deixando o campo.
That is a little undercooked.
Camisa 18.
We'll play through for the wide man. There's no flag.
Camisa 19.
It's a mighty effort.
Público presente.
He will be livid with himself.
9.542 espectadores.
It's come to nothing. Looking for the run. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham! In for the pieces! Goal! Al-Ittihad! And they've got their lead back. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact.
Shoots! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Al-Ittihad takes a shot! Neymar. Kane, and he's in on goal. And this is Ribéry. It's a pretty loose pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Inzaghi has it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, that's neat. Hazard. Chiellini gets good distance on it. Ribéry clears. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Doué. Timber wins the duel this time. Xavi Alonso. And it's De Bruyne. Threads one in. Oh, what a climb! And for a moment, time stood still. Xavi Alonso. Well, that is one way to stop him. Serginho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Neymar, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. It's played through for him. Marquinhos is a man, so that could spell trouble. Pass is just off target.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Marquinhos. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that's that. Santos perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder.
And De Bruyne! Neymar concedes a free kick for that. Mbappe, Serginho, he is through here. And the ball's gone astray. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that is out of play. Not the most convincing of passes. That's a little off target. And here's Kane. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Taken back almost at once. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Defending of the desperate variety. Can he spark a counter here? Looking for the run. Opts to play it back. Elise's, he's got tall. Goal! Santos! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Santos have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Kane receives it in a good position here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Alexander-Arnold. It's a pretty loose pass. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And he's managed to get free. Flings it, he rises! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Good, strong midfield running here. Aimed beyond the defence. De Bruyne. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Hazard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saliba with the foul. Van Dijk. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Well, that has not gone well. Tries to play it through. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen.
Oh no, this does not look good. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Olise gets through on his own. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Santos presented with a golden opportunity here. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty. The chance to pull further clear. Oh, crossbar! Alexander-Arnold, great ball and he's in here. Nicked it back promptly, and here's Mbappe, and he's well positioned here. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pass is just off target. Mohamed Salah. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Not the most accurate pass. Hazard. And Guardiola. Bruno Fernandes is hurtling down that left-hand side. He's a sharp little ball here. That'll be a throw. And here's Hazard. Bruno Fernandes. And he thumps it clear. Olise has created one goal already. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Santos have established themselves in a position of absence. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets! Just cruising! They are cruising! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Guardiola. De Bruyne. And it's Hazard. Throw in.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Hazard. That's a good run down the left. He's given it away. De Bruyne crosses. And that should get the job done. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Olise. Well, that pass isn't the best.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Mohamed Salah, he's found a way through. And he's heaved it away. And they're back on the ball again. Great vision. It's a good-looking... Takes a shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! A finish right from the top draw. That is simply top draw. Beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Chiellini. And it's Pedri. And Serginho. Neymar. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, no joy this time. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, quality. Oh, what has happened here? Now, who's going to be first to this? That is a crunching tackle. Samba gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Azar. Looking for options for movement. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Stood up well to him there. Now that's well seen too. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Cambio de jugadores.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Serginho. Santos will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Great work on the overlap. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Kane! He's got a goal! And he is just ripping it up! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's become a case of men against boys. Saliba has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Oh, almost a sixth!
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball. Salah plays it in. Firmly met. Palmer. Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Shot, and the shot! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, And it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Santos are having a ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Vardiol. Played out to the right. Mohamed Salah providing an outlet on that flank.
That's good defensive concentration.
It's gone backwards. Oh, easy pickings there. And that is it. The referee has seen pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness. So welcome to a day of high ambition, high aspiration and expectation. Just 1 point required and a brighter future is in the bag. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Santos cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. And this is Neymar. Mbappe, shot a goal! Goal! Santos! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Santos have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
He's got away. Mbappe. Kane.
That's going in strongly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up.
Camavinga opts for safety. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Serginho. Neymar. Pedri. Ribéry. He has found the way through. Real chance here. Big header! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager touchline.
And the shot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! And he is just ripping it up! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Delivery, he gets big! Oh, it needed better placement. Camavinga. Messi. Valverde. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Iwobi. Iwobi hurtling down that right flank. He is through here! And he whips it in. That has been knocked clear. Spread it left. Neymar. He's found a way through. That's a cute ball. Always onto this. And he shoots! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Serginho. Pedri. That's good pressing. That could spell trouble. It's out for a goal kick. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos dar os parabéns ao nosso aniversariante de hoje.
Santos get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity.
And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Olise. It's Bellingham. Saliba makes the interception. And this is Kane. Ribéry. Olise. Out of play for a goal kick. Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Pele. And here's Ronaldinho. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's looking wide. Serginho gets into some space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Santos have it back and can go again. There's the delivery. Pinged towards the front line. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Ribéry played with finesse. Bullish header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. That's been cut out, well played. Costa Curta. Paris Saint-Germain upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that is out of play. Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes. And here's Bellingham. Olise takes a shot! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Pele really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting, gets his head on it! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Neymar! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. Lovely feet. And this is a chance! It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We have got ourselves shot at goal! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And now he has two. This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Knocks it out wide. Serginho gets it clear. Alexander-Arnold got a long way forward to join the attack.
2 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He won't be happy with that one. Beckenbauer. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Santos are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. So there was the first half.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. Paris Saint-Germain get the second half started. Beckenbauer. Now Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, great header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Pedri gathers from the goal kick. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. Sends it crossfield. Pelé, there he goes, motoring forward. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
And we have our very first corner. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Just about up to the hour now.
8.904
Ribery.
espectadores.
And it's Neymar. And it's Serginho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance here to counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Ronaldinho. Great vision. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Neymar. Good play on the left-hand side here. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pelé. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chiellini with the slide tackle there. Neymar. Pedri. And it's lofted through here. Quality ball. Ronaldinho chasing after it. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Bellingham. Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a shade optimistic.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Cannavaro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the shot! Cleared without complication. Ribéry. That's a cute ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Olise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a throw-in.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 11.
Alexander-Arnold.
Neymar.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Camisa 13.
I think we might be being enough time for them to try again.
Camisa 24. Camisa 20. Camisa 17.
Makaleli, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Pinches it off him. Over to the left. Palmer. Santos are looking to break at pace. Hazard picks it up out wide. Great chance! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels. Well, this game we love delivers some bizarre moments too, and of all the people that could have happened to, how was it him?
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Makaleli. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Kane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Sven Botman, is someone who's had an interesting career, Peter. He received his football education in the Dutch capital. Then he moved to France at a young age to establish himself. And while many concentrate on what he can do when he's on the ball because he has a wonderful passing range, he's actually a very, very good defender too. And he'll defend that 18-yard box with all he's got.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Ribéry tries to pass it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That has not gone well. Over to the left, back into the middle. Chiellini makes the interception. And they've got rid. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Barcola. And that's been won straight back. And the shot! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Santos finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Out of play for a goal kick. That's a little off target.
Santos really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Deftly out wide. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Serginho. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Chance! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, what has happened here? Just the keeper chance, surely! Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And it's McAllister. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Well read, nice interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? Takes a shot! It's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Santos get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Out towards the flank. Rashford crosses. It's a good spell of possession, this. Ball is over the line. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. It's run loose here. Santos are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Albert Ferrer. Played out to the left flank. He has found the way through. That's very neat. Neymar. And the shot! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! About as smooth as it gets. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar. Pedri. Spread neatly. Oh, nicely intercepted. And we hit half-time. Santos are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So there was the first half.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6. El dorsal 11.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
El dorsal 15. Filippo Inzaghi.
Neymar.
El dorsal 18.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! Goal! Santos! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Santos go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pedri. And they're back on the ball again. Serginho's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Olise. Neymar. Mbappe. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And they've been given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's in on goal! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Inzaghi. That has been cut short. And that has been clubbed away. Szoboszlai lays it forward. Now it's Olise. Ribéry. Alexander-Arnold. It's a throw-in.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Looking to play him in. Here comes the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Santos are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Picked out, brilliant chance for a shot! In he goes again. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
And no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Doué. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. That's just playing it safe and simple. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Santos will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And Rashford! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rashford really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ambitious ball here.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he's taking no chances there.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Nicely weighted ball. Chance to deliver. Oh, great header! And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He is through here. Doué, plenty to aim at here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That is good alertness. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Santos nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Ball's out once more. And it's made its way to him. Knocks it into space. Chiellini did well to stay calm there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ribery. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's superb. And the finish! They've done it! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Alexander-Arnold. And that's it. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominic Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here. I like the fact that he's one of the cleanest strikers of the ball, which really shows in both his passing and his attempts at goal. And I can see him drifting in and out, receiving the ball, driving forward into those half spaces and looking to deliver the key pass or get one away himself.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Neymar. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Shifted it to the flank. Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Olise. Caceres, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Not the most accurate pass. He's on it, can he get away? Danger averted for now. And the pass is intercepted. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Or played right into his path. That's gone for a throw-in. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen.
Great chance! And for a moment, time stood still. Santos have got it back and they'll have another go. No goals as yet. Now it's Neymar. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Akanji. Ribery. And it's Van Basten. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Terrific header! Goal, Milan! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Serginho receives it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Soboslai cuts out the pass. He won't be happy with that one. Van Basten. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Serginho. Kimmich. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Caceres.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Great defending, strong and determined. The pass has gone astray. Messi. Strokes it back.
Oh, that's good.
There's the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
No, again there's no way through. Looking for options for movement. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk. Caceres. Passes coming off in quick succession here. In with the challenge. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
That pass
acréscimo.
surprised everyone and not in a good way. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Kane. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ribéry. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Here we go again.
Santos really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's a throw. Kimmich. Akanji. And it's Messi. It's Kimmich. Neymar.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Out of play for a throw. He's in space and looking for options. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Look at the space here! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Now it's Barcola. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Barcola. Oh, that's a big chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he...
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Neymar. Santos have it back and can go again. And it's Ribery. Kane, decent chance! No mistake! And he celebrates his 30th goal. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Toss somewhat off target. Played into space. Saliba gets good distance on it. Cáceres. Ribery is there and he can get that clear. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Neymar, out to the right. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Elects to cross.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Santos have their second corner now. Kane! Oh, not the best of headers.
Substituição em andamento. Substituição no time do Santos.
The changes then in quick succession.
Camisa 15, camisa 18, camisa 9.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Serginho calmly anticipates.
Camisa 29, camisa 6, camisa 8.
Out for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Yamal, he's got away, has a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Teremos uma substituição.
And that's definitely not his best.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Soboslai could try cutting inside here. This looks promising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
A header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
This is Owen. Oh, super ball. And the shot! He scores! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And he's heaved it away. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. And here's Barcola.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Barcola. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's a shade optimistic. We are into overtime. And here's Yamal. And it's Serginho. Yamal gets into some space. Chiellini getting this one clear. Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, delightful ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. So that's it, it is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, we're on the way. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Robertson. That is lovely. That has ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. That is a brilliant interception. He's trying to hit the front line here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Back into the middle. Mbappe! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Messi. And it's Hazard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that has been knocked clear. Out towards the flank. Olise was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Just eases him off the ball. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's cut it out. Santos still without a single shot on target. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And he can clear it away. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. He's got away. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Serginho cuts out the pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. It's a searching pass. "15 minutes till half-time. Played out to the left flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now this could be a chance. Now there's a fine ball. He's dealt with that really well. Goes down, but nothing given.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And this is Kane. Robertson. Oh, that's nice. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Jimenez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's hoisted clear. And that's gone loose.